Thanksgiving morning starts off in silence, but it's not a quiet one. It's a prepared stillness. I sit at the edge of the bed in my room, practicing the kind of silence you teach yourself to accept, so it doesn't devour you. The light streaming into this 32-story Chicago skyscraper feels too loud for my mood. Outside, a faint grayish-yellow glow leaks through the partially drawn blinds, as if it's reluctant to enter, too. There's a draft in the room, or maybe it's just me. I stopped calling this place home months ago, even though technically it still is. Now it just serves to collect mail and cast shadows that don't ask questions. I'm Malcolm Ray, 38 years old, a senior analyst making $180,000 a year. Data modeling for pharmaceutical efficacy at a biotech firm. It's a respectable title, a pristine LinkedIn profile, a life that on paper is everything a driven man could want. But in practice, it's a fridge with 1 bottle of wine, 2 yogurts, and nothing else. It's a drawer full of unused vacation time. My phone buzzes after I send the group text to Mia's family. It vibrates like a Thanksgiving dinner table. Her mother replies, with photos of the sponsored Palm Beach suite, gold linen napkins, crystal vases, staged like a lifestyle shoot. Courtesy of my father-in-law, Douglas Vance, billionaire, professional puppeteer. I glance at the open suitcase on the window seat. It holds 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 1 set of loafers, and a book I know I won't read. I always pack light. I've learned that preparing too much for a place where you no longer belong only makes the exile feel heavier. Maya, on the other hand, probably started packing last week. She curates chaos, scheduled photo shoots, unscripted videos, brand, deals, sympathy likes. She thrives in the spotlight, and I used to believe I did too. I glance at the wall. In the quiet, things make sense again. The wedding photo still hangs above my dresser, not because I'm sentimental, but because I've gotten used to ignoring it. Today, though, I notice something. Maya's eyes aren't on me. Her chin is lifted slightly, eyes gleaming with practice, even as she pretends to look at me. The message is loud. Look at me. Only me. I'm grinning like a naive fool in that picture, clutching vows only I seem to take seriously. Her posture always had distance. Her hold on my hand was always a little hesitant. I chalked it up to wedding jitters. But it wasn't. It was a warning. My phone buzzes again. This time it's a selfie. Maya, already in Florida. White bikini. "Breakers, here we come," typed across the mirror in soft pastel font. No mention of me, of course not. It's just another solo performance, and I've been footing the bill for the production. I zip the suitcase shut. The sound cuts through the silence. I grab my tie off the hook by the door, even though I probably won't need it. Appearances, after all, still matter. I've worn armor to family events before. Not truth, not love. Armor. In the bathroom mirror, I straighten my coat. The overhead light catches the gray in my beard. My eyes look tired, but focused. Something is under the surface, something I haven't felt in a long time. Not grief, not anger, preparedness. Like the silence before an earthquake. Like the second before glass realizes it's going to shatter. I move closer to the mirror, not to fix my hair, but to say the words I've practiced a dozen times. I don't say them aloud. Not yet. I collect the car service receipt, sling my bag over my shoulder, double-check the flight info, and take one last look at the place. It always seems cleaner when I'm ready to leave, as if the room knows something is finally over. In the hallway, the early morning silence hums softly. The stainless steel elevator opens. As I descend floor by floor, I don't think about Douglas's reaction, or Mia's posts, or how her sisters will pretend they didn't notice I wasn't on the itinerary. I think of the mirror in room 1703. Sometimes, to see clearly, you have to look directly at the thing you've been avoiding. The Breakers in Palm Beach was always a stage. This was my 6th time being dragged into its gleaming marble and gilded excess, a place where wealth drowns humility. As I entered through the revolving door, the Florida heat clung to the carpeting. A pianist played some forgettable tune by the bar. Guests sipped champagne at 11 a.m., like it was orange juice. I stepped up to the concierge desk. Calm. Mornin', Malcolm Ray. Reservation, I said, sliding my ID forward, voice steady from years of polite rehearsal. The concierge, mid-50s, looked up, brows drawn together. I'm sorry, sir. I don't have a reservation under that name. I exhaled slowly. Can you check under the Vance family? Maya Vance Ray? He typed with more care this time. I do see a suite and 2 adjoining rooms under Vance, but none list you as a guest. I blinked. No explosion. No dramatic reaction, just quiet. An iciness that spread like spilled water. Then click, the sharp strike of heels on marble. Maya. I didn't need to turn to know it was her. Maya never made accidental entrances. Oh, Malcolm, she said, voice dripping with performance. I turned. She wore a cream designer wrap, sunglasses indoors, heels more expensive than my first car. Her entourage flanked her. Marcus, the high school sweetheart turned investor. Julian, the model turned influencer. She extended a hand like we were old college buddies. To be clear, she said, loudly enough for nearby guests, I only booked rooms for my people. She smiled at Marcus, at Julian, then at me. The smile was perfect. Practiced. The pianist fumbled a note. A child dropped something in the lobby. None of it pierced the silence. I looked at her, not at the dress, the smirk, or the cocktail. I looked into her, cold, gleeful, calculating, and in that moment, I thought about everything I had endured, Douglas's smug grins, her sister's passive jabs, dinner jokes I never laughed at, years of giving her stability while she chased storms. In one breath, I felt it all, and I said nothing. No defense, no speech. I simply turned, picked up my suitcase, walked out, not fast, not slouched, not ashamed, because dignity isn't loud. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't perform. It chooses not to give someone the drama they're craving. Outside, the Florida sun hit me hard. I didn't flinch, didn't turn back. I pulled out my phone. No missed calls. Called a cab. The driver looked me over. Airport? I got in, paused. No, I said. Just drive. From the rearview mirror, I caught one last glimpse. Maya, cocktail raised, flanked by her men, basking in her moment. Let her, because the real story hadn't even started yet.